Okay, you guys, so in this section, we're going to talk about some ways that you can totally use ManyChat that I love to use it, okay? And that I've helped business owners be able to set theirs up and be able to just customize it, okay? So let's talk about a few things. Now, let me say this first, okay? The rules changed like end of July, beginning of August, okay, because people were sending out promotional stuff all the time, like buy this, buy this, buy this, and they were really kind of spammy with it. So Facebook put the hammer down. Okay, so if you don't have subscription approval, okay, you're going to want to do that in your ManyChat, okay? And any professional person who's done a ton of ManyChat should be able to help you get that approved, okay? It's just some wording and it's just like some back end of Facebook that needs to be worked on. But here's how you can use this, okay? So let me kind of give you some ideas here, okay? So you guys saw this earlier, but if you're doing like a class, okay, then you can totally invite them to be a part of this class. Okay, so that's an awesome way. For my essential oil people, I do classes all the time in ManyChat. Some of them free, some of them are challenges that they pay for. Okay, but I've done one for blood sugar. I've done one for aches and pains. I've done one for like seasonal stuff, the top 10 oils. So I love doing that. Okay, so if you're in any sort of business where you are educating people, you guys, ManyChat is amazing. I actually asked my people, like, did you want it via email or did you want it via messenger? And hands down, they said messenger. Okay, so definitely, like, just know that you can totally do classes. Okay, and you can put it to where they comment, or because I know this one's going to get shared, then I'll put just a link, okay? And that's just the back side of this, okay? And I don't go into all of this. I do in the social media training that I do have, I talk about like what are these things, because the growth tool, like there's several different ways to get, and yours may look a little bit different when you first set it up because the format has changed a little bit. But you can see here, you guys, I have tons of stuff. And so like I do a Friday freebie, okay? And so that's another great way. Like if you have an opt-in or you're putting people through a funnel, like this is an amazing way to be able to do that, okay? And you can see here, I had 12 people get that. My read rate was 100%, and my click rate where they clicked and got the actual download was 90%. You guys, emails, it's typically 20%. Okay, so just so you know, like what's the difference in that? You can see here this one, it was 100 and 100. Okay, so such a great way to be able to use that. Okay, the other thing I love about it is I can tag people. Okay, so I can go in and it tells me what they opted into, but it also, I can be able to pull them up and say, okay, she's one of my builders. She's, in my downline. She's also a customer. She's also, doTERRA, like all of this stuff, you guys, you can put anything here, okay? So I love that. I can totally tag that. And then when I'm sending out messages, I can go in and just send it to a particular group of people, okay, which makes life just so much easier, okay? Takes a little bit of time to go in there and tag some people, but totally, totally worth it, okay? So how else can you use this, okay? So you can do the opt-in, okay? So for some of you guys who are doing some of that, I can connect it to my emails server, so I'm not having to do a separate email. It automatically connects it and it puts their email info into whatever servers you're using. Okay, that's a little bit higher level. I would just stick with Messenger if you're just starting. Here's some cool ideas that we worked with a couple of people. So I have a customer and she mails out packages. She makes the cutest signs, y'all. Cutest signs. But she was trying to get more reviews on her Facebook page. Okay, so what we did is we created a QR code. Okay, maybe you've seen those running around. But it's linked to her messenger. So they go into her messenger, they get a 14-day coupon, okay, and they're asked to give a review. You guys, her resells, okay, so like, like she sold them something, but then because they have a coupon for 14 days, they were coming back in and they were purchasing something else within that 14 days for like 15% off, okay, and her sales just like shot up because we just added the cute little QR code to a postcard that we did in Vista, that she did in Vistaprint, and it went out to her customers. And it was they're then connected to her ManyChat. Okay, so they're connected in her messenger, they're on her email list, but then they're also like giving amazing reviews. Okay, so that's such a great way. I worked with somebody who has a clothing boutique, and she was trying to figure out like, how the heck do I build my list online, but what, like how can I really serve my people? And so we did a quick questionnaire. We did it through Google Forms, totally free. Okay, I love free. And we simply asked them like their favorite colors, what size they were, okay, did they have anything special coming up, made sure and captured their birthday and their email address. Okay, so then what happens, which was so cool, is she'd get the style in of like the shirt, and she would know because she had it all. You guys, I showed you the audience, right? And so she went in and she tagged everybody like extra large, large, red, green, whatever. She could pull that up, okay, and she could totally send out, like, let's say she had a green shirt that was a size extra large. Okay, so then because she tagged all her people, then she could go in and send out a message and say, oh my gosh, I thought of you when I got this in. Okay, and then she was able to move that clothing really super quickly. Okay, and you guys, you can use that with anything. Here's the cool part. You need a vision, okay? You need somebody to be able to sit down and say, like, here are some great ways to get people into your messenger, okay? But also, like, really make it unique to them, okay? So my essential oil people, like, if you've got somebody in, like, if you just go through and say, okay, what is, the health stuff that they've got going on, okay? And then be able to just send specific education to what they're wanting more of, okay? You guys, it's so amazing, okay? So those are some great ways to use it. Opt-ins, classes, being very specific when you're selling stuff. And you can sell it on ManyChat, okay? You have to have the subscription, plus you have to upgrade, okay, for $10 a month, so that you can sell directly on Messenger. So well worth it. It pays for itself. But that's such a great way to use it, okay? Let's talk a little bit about pricing, okay? Just because I know some of you guys are like, okay, your brain's kind of going there a little bit, okay? And if you want to do a vision call, you can totally set that up with me. So I see a lot of people offering messenger bots and wanting you to pay a monthly fee, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee, okay? You can totally, on your own, pay the $10. If you're paying over that, and it should be paid directly to ManyChat, not to somebody else, okay? ManyChat by itself is completely free. The limit with that is you can only do 4 what they call growth tools, okay? So 4 opt-ins. So if it was for me, it would be, whatever my Friday freebie is, maybe a class, okay? And then, like 2 other things. I have, because people will sometimes go scrolling through my stuff and they'll get into links that, has been like months. I just upgraded for the $10 a month so that I could, 1, do that, and then 2, sell to them. Okay, so it's totally up to you though. You can totally do the free. You just need to be aware of the fact that when you get to a certain place, then you have to start to erase things, okay? And you just want to make sure like you're not doing one a day, because then you may erase something that somebody was actually trying to get through, okay? So just know that. So I hope that you're kind of seeing like, is this for me? Is this for my business? Okay, if you don't have at least 100, 150, my Facebook coach says 1,000. And I do see where I somewhat agree with that, just because um, they're more active. But you can tell we've done it with people with 100. Okay, you just have to be really specific at what you're doing with it. But you don't have to spend a ton. Okay, if you're not techie, but you think you can do it on your own, like there's things available there. Like, this is not to sell you, like, like I have a whole guide with that. We go over that in coaching. So, but that's not the purpose of this. So I just want you to be aware that don't get taken advantage of. Okay, don't let somebody tell you that one, people are just going to flock to it. You have to be really intentional with your ManyChat. And you've got to have it set up to where you're not going to get in trouble with Facebook, and you're not going to get in trouble with anything else. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. I hope your brain's kind of thinking, okay, what can I use ManyChat for? It's an amazing way, along with email, to grow a list. Okay, and you kind of see, like my Friday freebie, they eat that up, and people opt into that. So that is a great way for your business. Okay, so I hope that you'll kind of think about that and be like, okay, what can I do with this? So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Okay, if you have any questions, like, I would love for you to connect with me on Messenger and just ask me. Okay, I will be very upfront and honest with you, and I may tell you, okay, we need to set up a time to have a vision call and kind of figure out how to make this work for your business. Okay, but I hope that this is helpful. Okay, you guys, have a great day.